Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my favorites that I've been loving and enjoying throughout the spring and will most likely be carrying into my summer routines. So without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. Okay, so I'm going to kind of go in some type of order when it comes to presenting you my favorites. I'm going to start off with a little bit of skincare, then do makeup, and then I'll go over just a rundown of like overall lifestyle stuff that I've been loving lately. And so, with that being said, our first item on today's list are the Garnier Skin Active Sheet Masks. These ones I've recently tried within the last like 3 to 4 weeks and I really like them. My skin hasn't had a reaction to them, which is something I was super afraid of like trying and was gonna have like a big reaction to them. I've been using, the ones I have used the most is the Super Purifying Charcoal Sheet Mask, as well as the Super Hydrating Mask Anti-Fatigue. These all, I also have the Moisture Bomb one, that, I guess they're all Moisture Bombs, but this one is the Super Hydrating Mask First and Soothing. So they're all like a really nice sheet mask. It's big and it actually sticks to your face nicely. It gives a little bit of extra room so you can kind of bring it down to your neck a little bit. I really like that. I mean, they don't go loose on the product. Like, there's a lot of like the gel in here, and it's no rinse formula, so you can go ahead and massage the excess liquid that's on your skin after. And I find it's not like sticky or anything on my skin. It's really nice, relaxing, soothing, calming, and it's not like that wet type of formula that makes your skin want to itch. I don't know if I'm the only person that feels like that, but if I have something that's like, a lot of times when I do use certain face masks, because it's so wet, it just makes me want to constantly itch my skin or wipe it dry, because it's just kind of irritating that way. But these I highly recommend. I like to stock up on them because they do range for about like $4 a mask, but you can get them for like $2.50. So you definitely save some coin on that. It's a 15-minute mask. I like doing them after a shower and before I go to bed, just to really relax and calm my skin. And when I wake up in the morning, my skin is super hydrated and ready to go for the day. Next up for skincare, something that I've really been loving when I'm not using the face mask at night, I will go in with the Ordinary Retinol 0.5% in squalene or squalane, whatever it's called. I've really been loving this. I made a pretty good dent in it. What I do is just do like 1 squirt on my forehead and 1 and 2 more drops on my cheeks. I just kind of pat it into my skin, and then I let the rest kind of sit and really sink and melt into the skin. I think with some of these products during quarantine, I really try to get to the bottom of my skincare routine, because I was getting such bad acne to the point where I was just like this needs to stop, because it was just really starting to bother me. So this has been one of the things that I've seen a difference in my skin since using it, and I'll use it about 3 to 4 times a week. I'll use this about once or twice a week, and then I'll go ahead and just literally do nothing to my skin like once a week, just to give my skin like a complete rest from everything. So this has been a really good product. I know they do have higher percentage values, which once I finish this bottle, I'll probably do the next percentage value up. I wanted to start off small just so it wasn't going to be too strong, and if my skin was like irritated by it in any way, it wouldn't be like extreme irritation showing through. So I wanted to kind of build the tolerance up in my skin, so that's why I went with the 0.5% formula. Next up on my favorites list is this is still my little trial size, sample size, so I've been using it, but because it's a decent size, it's lasting me quite some time, but I'm definitely going to invest in this once I run out. It is the La Roche-Posay SPF 660 Anthelios Lotion. It's a really nice formula. It's not too thick, and when I rub it into the skin, it doesn't leave a white cast on my skin, and it blends in and melts into the skin really nicely, because it is more of that fluid type product and not like a thick sunscreen cream like we all kind of known from growing up. So that has been something that I literally put on every day, because it's important to put on skincare, or sunscreen rather, but because it's summer and UV rays are even like more now, it's so important to put on some type of sun protection. Next up on my list, or on my countdown, this has been a favorite of mine for probably almost a year now. It is the Bioderma CBM H2O Micellar Water. This is a no rinse micellar water. I still do rinse my face after. I'll actually go in and wash my face. So this I really like. It's really gentle on my skin. I got the green version, which is for acne prone skin. I really like it. It's really gentle. I literally put it on a cotton pad. I'll like put it on my eye for like 10 seconds, wipe it away, and it really helps to dissolve everything on my eyes, as well as like lash glue and stuff like that. So it's really sensitive to my skin. It's really nice. It's not drying to my skin either. I know sometimes micellar waters or like makeup removers in that case, like your skin feels so dry and tight. It's mostly because there's alcohol in it probably, but this does not have that. Bioderma is like a more dermatologist recommended brand from my understanding, so there's definitely some really good products or ingredients in these ones. So I would definitely recommend. They have one for dry to normal skin, as well if you have like sensitive or like rosacea prone skin. They have the same micellar water for those different skin concerns as well. So the last skincare product that I've been loving is the CeraVe SA Cleanser. It does have salicylic acid as well as the ceramides with it. It is really nice for my skin. It was one of those products that I bought because I was trying to perfect my skin routine over quarantine, and I find this has really helped improve my skin. It doesn't over dry my skin because it has that salicylic acid in it, which I was kind of surprised in that way. So it's really nice for that. I use this morning and night, and it's been working for me along with every other skincare stuff that I've shown you so far. So this is definitely something I like, but I noticed every time I go to the store, I've been looking for another one because I'm about halfway done this one, and I can't find them anywhere. I don't know if it's because like there's a shortage with them just because everyone switched over to making hand sanitizers for such a long period of time, but I can't find it anywhere, and I've checked like 4 different big box stores and I can't find it. So it's worrying me. I found a product and I'm not sure if I'll be able to find it again, so fingers crossed I can get my hands on another one of these. Moving into the makeup category, I'm going to do eyes first, or I guess like palettes wise. There have been 2 palettes that I've been loving, and one of them is the NARS Make Up Your Mind palette, and then the Morphe Color Burst palette. So starting off with the NARS palette, I got this all the way back in September when I went to Seattle at Ulta, and I just kind of neglected it for a while, but once I actually pulled it out and started using it, I was like, wow. I was kind of blown away. I have used the Orgasm blush before, which is in here, but I started using, they included the Laguna bronzer, and then even the blush luster is really nice. It's just something to be changed. The eyeshadows are decent formulas. I mean, there's nothing like that kind of spectacular to me, but I just love how, you know, like I got my blush, bronzer, a little bit of eyeshadows going on, so it's just a really convenient palette, I find. I do got to play a little bit more with the eyeshadows. I remember when I was using this purple one, it like didn't blow me away by any means, but the matte shades are really nice. The next palette is the Morphe Color Burst palette. I have really dug into this one, creating some more creative looks. I recently used this in my Pride pop art one that I recreated from Nikki Tutorials and Ellis, and I mean, it gives me a really nice pigmentation for what I need it for. I'll use it on top with my P. Louise bases, which has been another favorite of mine, and so they work really nice together. You can really pack on the pigment. There is some of them that it takes a little bit longer than others to kind of build up that pigment, especially, I mean, it makes sense if you're going to go back and blend it, but I mean, sometimes I find I just lose way too much pigment in the color, so I just have to go back and really pat it back onto the skin. But all in all, it's super affordable and a great palette. It's just an easy palette, if that makes any sense. It has every single color, like bright color wise, that I need. It has a black and a white, which is really nice to do some shading and highlighting as well. So it has everything that I pretty much need for what I'm looking for to do more creative looks. Next up, moving to some skin products. This is one I've been using in a lot of my videos lately. It is the NYX Bare With Me Tinted Skin Veil. I use the shade Vanilla Nude. It is super easy and lightweight to work with. It's super hydrating for my skin. I find it really hard to put like too much to that point where you're going to get a cakey base. And it blends out really nice. It has an 8-hour hold, so it's a pretty decent amount of wear time. It's light, like it definitely doesn't feel cakey like I said, so my skin can definitely breathe through it. It has like a decent amount of coverage. I wouldn't consider it like a true medium coverage. It's definitely a light coverage. You can build it up a little bit, but not like crazy amounts. But I mean, this is something like if I'm going to go for like a BB cream or like a tinted moisturizer, I would pick this because it hits a lot of those points that I look for, and it's just really nice and easy to work with. So another product that I've been loving, and you've probably noticed that I've been loving it for quite some time now, is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Concealer. It has hyaluronic in it, so it's really nice and hydrating to the skin. It is not a super thick concealer, which is something I find really nice, especially going into the hotter months. So it doesn't look like super cake face and like super creasy under my eyes. It's really nice and easy to blend out. I find my skin doesn't react to it. You can build it up a little bit, and it has a decent amount of coverage to it. And together with the NYX Tinted Veil, these two I really like using together, and is what I am currently wearing right now. The next item was something I've had in my makeup collection for quite some time. I picked it up knowing it was a good product, but just kind of neglected it because I was so stuck on another product, and that is the Retinol Stay Matte Powder. I have mine in transparent, and one day I just finally picked it up, started using it, and I was just like, wow, like I can see why people really like this. Even though it is a pressed powder, I find like it is really nice and finely milled. So when you're putting it on your face, it's not going to add to any cakiness. It gives you a little bit of coverage, but it still has a really nice smoothing effect to your skin overall. One of my tricks that I use with pressed powders and as well as loose powders is if I go in too crazy with like a contour, bronzer, blush, whatever, I'll go back in with my powder shade and my brush and just kind of buff over that just to really even and soften everything out again. Finishing up with these skin products, it is yet again another NYX product, which is the Dewy Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. I absolutely love this. I am wearing it today with my makeup. It's something that just really like helps to set everything. It gives me that dewy finish that I really go for. I find I am a more dewy person rather than a matte person, and going into the hotter months, I think it's just more flattering for my skin tone and for my skin, just because I find I do have a little bit of drier skin sometimes, so it kind of helps bring in a little bit of moisture for that that case. Even though like it doesn't say it like has hyaluronic or anything in it, but because it is that dewy, it's not like completely like sucking the moisture out of my face like a matte finishing spray might. I really like the sprayer on here. It's not a continuous spray like spraying mist, but the mister on it, the spray nozzle, it does have like a pretty fine spray to it. It's not going to give me like big like bubbles of product on my skin, which is something that I really like in a product, because it's not going to mean like I have to go back in and tap out my makeup in case it starts to almost like separate it in that way. So this is really good, super affordable, and you can find it pretty much everywhere. So that is pretty much it for all of my skincare and makeup. I'm going to touch on a few, I guess, lifestyle stuff. So some stuff that I've been binge watching, if you still have time, is Little House of Fires. I love that show. I watched all 8 episodes, and I am super hoping that they come out with the season 2, because there's just so many unanswered questions. Reese Witherspoon and Kerry Washington, I mean, are like phenomenal actresses, and like you literally just get so like involved in this show, and it's just like, how is this possible, you know? So that is a really good show. I would suggest watching. And another one I have binged within quarantine is Outlander. If you are a history buff like I am, it is something that I think you would super enjoy. The actors in it, the hair, makeup, wardrobe, setting, props, everything, I feel like is so historically accurate, and it just makes like the whole piece come to life, and like literally makes you feel like you've gone back in time. Going to my YouTube recommendations with my lifestyle, I have been continuing to work out from home, and someone who I came across who I absolutely love her workouts is Heather Robertson. I am like 99.9% sure she's a fellow Canadian, so I always love supporting Canadian YouTubers, and she has such great workout plans. She literally has like free workout plans where she'll post a video like every day doing a certain amount of weeks for whatever she has currently going on. She has like she does it along with you, and like the timers to the side, and it's not like too intense. They have something for everything, whether you want to do cardio, upper body, lower body, HIIT workouts. I absolutely love doing them, and it's honestly something I look forward to in my daily routines, is just getting up, working out, and specifically doing her workouts, because I never get bored, and literally after every single workout I'm like drenched in sweat, and I'm just like, thank you, Heather, because you've gotten me in shape, and I'm so happy that I came across her videos and her channel, because she's awesome. So go check out Heather Robertson. Another YouTuber that I have fallen in love with is Juicy Joss, or Jasmine. She is located in the States. I know before I used to watch her like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Ross hauls. And I recently came across her again just because it's the YouTube world. There's so many people out there. But I came across her again because I was looking at like e.l.f. makeup videos, and she does a lot. She like really showcases them really, really well. And I love her reviews of products. She just does a really good job of reviewing everything, showing the product in action type of thing. And she's just a really lovely person. I feel like she's really personable and down to earth, and so that just makes her videos all that much more enjoyable to watch. So you guys, that was my favorites rundown for spring, and I pretty much will be carrying all of these into summer. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel, as well as follow me over on my Instagram at @memyself_makeup. And until next time guys, thank you so much for watching.